Hello, if you just joined the stream, I saw one person come in there. Thank you for joining. So we're just running some trains now. We're going to have a look around, see what's going on. Hello, welcome for joining. Thank you very much. How are you this evening? Cool, another person joined. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. We're just letting a few people join before we get on tonight. I appreciate you pressing the like button. Thank you very much. Anyone in there, press that like button. It's much appreciated. Hello, thank you for joining. Another person joined us this evening. We're just running some trains right now. Here tonight to answer all your questions, show you anything you like to see, within reason. I can all have a look at the fiddle yard running under automation again. Well, some of it. We've had a bit of a reshuffle of how we're running things recently. Hi everybody, J94 and Paul, welcome to the chat. I appreciate you popping in. So today we've been very busy. We completely changed how the layout is controlled. So we were doing it via the USB off of the laptop. Now we're doing it over the network. Good, thanks J94. Yeah, not bad at all. I hope you're well as well. So today was quite a long day getting things running again. The USB for some reason failed, so we're now on the over the network, as I say. This steamer that's coming through at the moment, that one just going through there. I actually rebuilt that today. I took it all down to its component parts and rebuilt the thing and serviced it. That was sold from Hatton's as barely running. Now it just runs perfectly. So that was a bit of good news. Paul asked, do you try running the LAN straight to the laptop? No, I haven't yet, and the reason for that is I don't have a crossover cable. And I'd need a crossover cable, otherwise I'll be reversing the signal. Because it would be like a mirror image, but going straight into the DR5000. It would just confuse it. It just wouldn't work. So I need to obtain a crossover cable, and I can have a go at that. So we did that today. What else did we do? Finally built our first canopy. So we've got 3 of those. One for each platform for now. And I think we might get another 6 of them. So I'll have 3 on each platform. So they'll be like this. 1, 2, and 3. So we'll leave that one back there, because that's our station building, and we're actually going to lift that up a bit so it's on a platform like a plaza, and then we'll put some disability sort of ramps down the side of it to get up to that, and some stairs up the other end. But we've done that. All the roads are now down. Try and ignore the white bits. They're actually going to be covered over with more cardboard, which are like this, so you don't see that bit. But we're getting along now, and as you can see, it runs a lot more reliably using the network interface. So I was able to plug it back onto my base station, the laptop. We're running off the laptop again. There we go. And it's all running perfectly. Now you can see I've got extra lights on this end. That's all the Wi-Fi. Hi James, welcome to the chat. Thank you for joining us today. I was just saying we've changed how we connect to our command station. We now connect over the Wi-Fi at home. Now the great thing about that is I can connect via any computer in the home, and the files that I'm using, every time I'm done with it on one computer, when I close it, I save it to OneDrive, so it's instantly accessible from another computer, which is real handy. And I was just saying, this Farish 4MT, the Fairburn, I rebuilt that one today. We stripped it back to its bare components and built it back up again after cleaning it. It was sold as barely running, and now it's perfect, so we're doing well there. I'll just pop you guys back somewhere. We'll stick you here. Be good if it would stay upright, wouldn't it? There you go. So you're all upright there. Let's try doing something silly. Let's have a double header or triple header or something, shall we? I know there are lots of people asking for steam engines, so I got that one working. Chelmsford Junction, that's Paul, I think. says, hi mate, are you back controlling from the laptop? So hi, thank you very much for joining us. Yep, we're controlling from the laptop at the moment, but we're not using the USB. We're connected over the Wi-Fi now, over the network. So any computer in the whole household can now connect to it. Oh, Peter even, I beg your pardon. I was close. See what I'm going to do? I'm going to stick another couple of steam engines on the front of that. For the fun of it. This is the thing about such a large layout, it takes forever to get round the front again. Yes, Peter. I did upload another video because I really couldn't figure it out at all. And I still can't figure it out. Oops. We'll just draw that up closer. There we are. I've been running my standard 5. How do I manage to cook dinner, says Paul, whilst running trains? No, to be fair, the hobs are there, it's nice and easy to extract as it doesn't really affect the layout at all. Listen, during lockdown, it's just me in this apartment all on my own, so I can have a living room or I can have a model railway room. What's going to make me happier? I'll show you the model room. There we go, I'll stick our standard 5MT on there. We'll do a double header for a little bit, we might go do a triple header later. We'll build up to it. Peter, the missus doesn't cope with it because there isn't a missus here. There we go, got a double header now. Let's have a look at the messages. There's a few messages coming. Paul says, as I said, Mike at Cross Anchors had problems with his DR5000 and he had to get another unit. Yeah, I'm having the same problems, I think. It's really not been very good recently. As I say, I am thinking about changing to a Z21, the big Z21, not the little one. Just because of the issues it's been causing, it's been quite difficult. Chelmsford Peter says, my layout takes up the whole lounge. Absolutely. It's the only way. Paul Weaver says, how long did it take you to build the layout? Well, building it as such, it only took a couple of months, 3 or 4 months to build it. It's been the software and the automation that has taken the rest of the time. I'd say it's about 9 months old at the moment. It's not too old. So Paul, it was built for transportation in mind. It's all in 4 foot by 2 foot boards that all connect up together. There's 8 of them. And it measures 14 foot by 6 foot and fits in the back of a normal car, the way it's been constructed. And you know what? I think my favourite bit was laying the track. I still think that's my favourite part of a layout. That and actually wiring it up as well. I really appreciate the wiring and the track laying. Oh, good evening, New Junction. Thanks for joining us. Whoopsie daisy. So I was just explaining to everybody here what we've been up to. And all the different bits we've been doing to the layout. So I don't know if you saw the earlier video, but I had to change the way we're controlling the layout from the USB interface to over the network instead. Yeah, I've been following your road gauge videos, they've been very good. Paul asks, how did I connect the rails together across the baseboard joins, I assume? 2 different methods. The first method you can't actually see here, but there's screws underneath the ballast and it's soldered onto the screws. I'm pretty sure if I look around you might see, I might find one that's exposed. My soldering and joints are awful, so we'll easily see some of them. There you go. Just like that, there's screws in the baseboard and the rail tops are just soldered to them. And on the fiddle yard, we've done it differently. We've used copper clad PCB. And all we've done is glued it down and screwed it. And then soldered to it and then cut the lines out with the Dremel. That stops any short circuits, anything like that. But this is pretty much the strongest way you can do. These are probably more solid than the wood is underneath. So everything on my layout is built to be robust, because I am absolutely dreadful when it comes to transporting things or moving things. for being clumsy. So everything on the layout built to last. Let's stick you guys back on the fiddle yard, shall we? And we'll get some more trains running. We'll get the automation running. Whoopsie daisy. Sorry there. We'll get the automation running. I'd usually have my camera on a stand, but unfortunately I left the stand around a different place, so I have to get that another day. So you can hear all the points clicking now with the automation kicking in. Everything should start to leave. And then short circuit. What happened? Oh, I knocked a train off. That's my fault. Let's try that again, shall we? There you go. So all of this is automated. It's all completely running off the computer now. No input from me. Yeah, Paul, I broke it. Again. Paul asks, how many trains have I got? That's a brilliant question. I have no idea. And something has gone wrong again. What is going on tonight? Uh-oh. You know what? The problem we were having before has come back and all the trains are just overshot. Yeah. There you go. Again, another train's just done it too. So we'll stop that. That's awkward. So I'm starting to believe this is a problem with the DR5000. Because the iTrain file works off of any other computer. It's not the iTrain file. Yeah, everything has gone mad. Oh. Yeah, sack the controller. Yeah, I think DR5000 is knackered. It just loses control of everything, just completely randomly. It just stops. Everything just keeps going. As you can see there, we've had a smash up. So I do think it's time for a new control unit. Which won't be happening this month, but it'll happen next month. For now I can run them manually, so. I think when it starts to do automation, it's just too much for it now. Right, everything's back on. I'm not sitting on the points. Now what I have to do, I have to take the power off of the DR5000 and then plug it back in again. That's the only way to get it to reset. I've just unplugged the booster instead. Here's our DR5000. It's unplugged. Plugged back in. TSU. I don't know what TSU means, Paul. How many TSU you got on it? Don't know. Now, we will restart iTrain. So, funnily enough, this has been working perfectly off of the desktop computer over there. Over the other side. I think you can probably just about see it in the shot. Yeah, you can see the desktop computer up on the top left. It works fine off of that. Oh, that's my DigiBoost unit. That's a booster. That's actually controlling the points. Because the power draw from the points is actually quite a lot. So, I don't know. I'll be honest with you, Chelmsford, I don't know. Could be a mixture of the two of them at this point. But the laptop to me is new. It's second hand, but it's got a brand new install of Windows on it. A fresh install of iTrain. And a fresh install of all the DR5000 software. So it shouldn't really be the laptop. But it could be. You've got a point there. If I was to do a reinstall of iTrain, that could fix the issues. So, what I'm going to do now, we'll get the power back. We will connect one last time, get all the trains back in the fiddle yard, and then run them manually around the layout while I reinstall iTrain. How about that? I reckon that sounds like a plan. We'll see if that fixes it. So we'll just route them back in one by one. Route that one. They're all coming back now. Here they all come. What else we got out? Where's my cross country? My cross country is still out the front, I think. Yeah, we'll route that back around. Route that there. Here it comes. River Trains Wales. 150 still out the front, we'll route that back. Here that comes, and we'll route the First Great Western back, the 150. They're coming into the 2 here, the branch line. Paul, I'm really sorry, I still haven't got a clue. Peter, Chelmsford Junction, I would say automation wise, the best place to start, certainly not the Hornby E-Link, 110% at least not that. For a beginner, yeah, I would say go with what I've got, the DR5000, and maybe the DR4088 LocoNet detectors. The reason for that is they're a bit cheaper. If you want Railcom, then go for the 5088 RC units. That way, when you place a train down on the track, on any of the tracks, it will just register where the train is on the software rather than you having to tell it which train is what. Hi Jerry, thanks for joining. And that's not a problem. With regards to automation, you need 3 things. You need a command station, There's only a few that will work. You need the block detection system, and you need the software to run it on. They're the three things that you need. Once you've got those three things, you can go off and do whatever you like, but you must have those first. Now I'm just going to go move some trains. We're going to take apart our massive triple header because it won't work on the GR5000 the way I have it set up without the iTrain. Hey, that's good actually, Jerry. If you can get hold of it for £136, that's a very good deal. They're usually a lot more than that. Yeah, can't complain with that deal. But it could be, maybe they're going to come out with something new, so for that price, possibly there's something new coming out instead. Maybe they're trying to shift them. There we go, what number is this one? What's our 4MT? 4273. So we're just going to shift over to our X-Bus multi-mouse, Roco multi-mouse, same as the Fleischmann one. So there we go, at least we can have that running. I'm going to reinstall my iTrain. And now the great thing is I won't lose the save files off of that because they're on my on my cloud, on the OneDrive, so they won't get lost, which is great. Now let's get rid of iTrain and reinstall it and see what happens. So just going into Windows, into the add and remove programs. We'll remove iTrain. They've not made it easy. It's not coming up. There we go, iTrain is no more on our system, so we're going to reinstall it now. So I'm currently running iTrain 4.1. We're going to re-download that one. Downloaded and installing again. And whilst that's installing, we're going to have a look for our license key.